Game number 2 of our doubleheader between Grayson County and Breckinridge County is about to get underway as we are just about 4 minutes away from tip-off here between the Cougars and the Tigers. Last season, Breckinridge County 7-20. They've missed the region tournament in consecutive seasons, and I've got a stat there that I'm excited to bring out that I went digging. It's been a while since the Tigers have missed going to the regional tournament in consecutive seasons. We'll be telling you about that in just a few moments once this game gets underway. They're coached by Jeff LaGrange. He's in his second season with a record of 7-20. On the other side for Grayson County, they are coached by Travis Johnston. He's in his sixth season with a record of 67-78. Last season, Cougars 14-15. Another disappointing loss in the third region quarterfinals. That one was to Hancock County, and I know that Coach Johnston very much agreed that he thought that, Hancock had not taken anything away from that team. Didn't think that that Hancock was the margin shouldn't have been that much. And Grayson just has not played well in the Owensboro Sports Center and in that third region tournament, and that's going to be something that they're just going to have to figure out how to fix and move forward if they want to be one of these best teams in this region. We'll take a break, run down the starting lineups from this game, and have all the play-by-play after this. This is Cougar basketball right here on the Moose.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
Oh, stupid controller froze again.
Spending less money,
I was wondering if you guys wanted me. OMG, it's McGruff!
Yes, I am.
He's not my Uncle McGruff the crime dog! He's a fake!
Oh!
I am McGruff the crime dog. He is the fake, and so is that controller you're holding. It's gonna break. Let's take a bite out of crime together.
Who says you're not the fake?
Dude, you're literally missing it.
You are smart, kids. You're smart. Buy smart.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Breckinridge County High School, where the Fighting Tigers of Breckinridge County are getting ready to take on the Cougars of Grayson County. Let's make the starting lineups for both teams. First, for the home team on the scoreboard, the Fighting Tigers of Breckinridge County. Sophomore guard number 1, Chase Hardesty, averaged 1.2 points a game last year. Sophomore guard number 10, Mercer Rogers, 9.9 points and 3 rebounds per game last year. Lance Poole is a sophomore guard. Didn't play in any basketball games a year ago. Wyatt Burnett, no appearances in basketball last year. He's the junior forward, number 24. And sophomore forward, number 32, Braden Carmen. Once more, that lineup is Carmen, Burnett, Poole, Rogers, and Hardesty. The assistant coaches are Jeremy Bennett and Josh Mitchum, and head coach Jeff LaGrange. Now the starting lineup for the Grayson County Cougars. Senior guard number 3, Braden Childress, 3.3 points, 2.2 rebounds per game. River Blanton is the senior forward number 23, 14.9 points, 7.4 rebounds per game. Camden Brothers returns to the floor. He didn't play last season. 8th grade guard number 32, Jack Logston, and the senior forward, number 44, Dylan Horn. Once more, that lineup: Horn, Logston, Brothers, Blanton, Childress. Assistant coaches Brian Hill, Brett Johnson, Daryl Meredith, Mike McClintock, and the head coach is Travis Johnson. The play-by-play is next on the Moose.
Remember,
Your $15 sponsorship goes to placing a wreath on the headstone of an American hero. For more information, please visit wreathsacrossamerica.org.
Oh boy. What? We better get out of here. That clown is about to hit a water line.
He didn't contact 811 to mark the underground utilities.
Nope.
You saw that coming. Too bad he didn't.
Know what's below. 811 before you did.
With the My Social Security account, you can request a replacement Social Security card, estimate your benefits, and more. Save time. Go online. Open a My Social Security account.
It's time for basketball in Harned between the Grayson County Cougars and the Breckinridge County Fighting Tigers. Sam Gormley here with you on the call on K105 Digital Productions and also on Litchfield's Country Station 103.9 The Moose. It'll be Jack Logston to jump for Grayson County against Braden Carmen. The opening tip goes out of bounds off of Breckinridge County. We're going to have Grayson County with the basketball to start. The Cougars will work from left to right on your radio dial, wearing the road navy blue jerseys with the white numerals and the white and orange stripe up each side of the pants. It's a pass to River Blanton on the right side. The starting lineup for Grayson County one more time is Logston, Blanton, Childress, Horn, and Brothers. For the Cougars, Camden Brothers returns to the team. He played as a sophomore. He's returning as a senior. Braden Childress drives down, jump pass out front to Blanton. Blanton at the right side, picks up his dribble, gives it off to Brothers. Off to Logston, deep. He thought about the three, instead spins down the lane looking for help. Finds it with Childress. Childress, floater inside the free throw line. The bank is not open. Rebounded on the floor by Childress. He's got it on the left block. Feeds Brothers down the lane. Brothers gets the basket. His first varsity points, and the Cougs are on top 2-0. Breckinridge County will work from right to left on your radio dial, wearing the home white jerseys with the maroon numerals and very light maroon stripe along the outside of the pants. Poole passes off to the right side to Hardesty. Hardesty drives down the right lane, gives it back to Poole, out front to Rogers. Rogers, one of the top players in the region, as he dumps a pass off inside. Getting around the defender and laying it in on the right side is Braden Carmen. Carmen appeared in 24 games last season, averaged 2.4 points per game. 2-2, Grayson and Breck all knotted up here. Just about a minute and a half into tonight's game. Dylan Horn straight away off to Logston, deep three left side for the 8th grader. Can't get it to roll in. Rebounded by Carmen on the floor for the Fighting Tigers. Gives it off to Rogers. Rogers straight away, drives down the left side, hand off to Poole in the near corner. Poole drives down the left side, and a foul is going to be called away from the ball. It's whistled on Camden Brothers. It's his first and the team's first, and to the free throw line will be Lance Poole. Poole appeared in 15 baseball games, the Breckinridge County baseball team last year, one of the region powers, and he misses the first free throw. As a team, Breckinridge County last year, 60.7% from the free throw line. They finished last year 7-20 with a loss in the 11th district semifinals. Second free throw is good for Poole, and Breckinridge County has their first lead of the game at 3-2 with 6 minutes and 20 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. These two teams have met 96 times in the history of the programs. Breckinridge County leads 56-40. Cougars, though, have won 4 straight. And Blue River Blanton, a spin around left wing three is long. Rebound on the floor is tapped out into the hands of Breckinridge County. Braden Carmen comes down with it. Braden Childress hits the deck and falls in transition on defense. The shot from 18 feet was no good. Rebounded by Carmen. His putback is good. Braden Carmen makes the basket inside. Carmen's got 4 points. And Breck leads Grayson 5-2. 5:45 left here in the first quarter. These two teams played back in summer ball in a hotly contested game that Breckinridge County ended up winning, but you can put a little bit of an asterisk by it, especially if you had talked to Travis Johnson, as a pass into the near corner is off the hands of Brothers, and the ball is going to head back towards Breckinridge County basketball. As in that game, they said that they weren't going to keep track of fouls just because they were both wanting to get work in, and it turned out because of that, they didn't keep track of fouls for free throws. So any time as Breckinridge County was down, they would just foul Grayson County, and Grayson County didn't have the opportunity to go to the free throw line. Spinning down the lane off the right side, the shot is no good by Wyatt Burnett, but he's fouled by Grayson. It's called on Brothers. That's his second and the team's second, so 2 quick fouls on Camden Brothers. And Wyatt Burnett will go to the line. He did not have any appearances last year in basketball either. He'll shoot 2. The first one is no good. Breckinridge County has missed consecutive region tournaments for the first time since 1967 and 68. Of course, the 1968 is the second free throw is no good as well. Rebounded on the floor by Braden Childress for Grayson County. Childress drives down the right side, and he took an extra step. So he was trying to find Logston on the far side, and to get to that passing lane, he took the extra step. 5-2, Breck leads Grayson, 5:08 to play here in the first quarter. Hunter Barr will enter the game for Breckinridge County, as will Jackson Lee and Lane Tall. Tall and Barr were two of the leading scorers last year for the Fighting Tigers. It's kind of an interesting lineup by Jeff LaGrange, but as I mentioned, 1967 and 1968 was the last time that the Tigers missed the region tournament in consecutive years. 1968. Who won the region tournament that year? Well, that would be the Caneyville Purple Flashes, as Barr inside had the ball stripped away, taken into the hands of Childress for Grayson County. Childress straight away, off to the right wing to Logston, bounce pass to Blanton. Blanton into the near corner. Guarded by Burnett. Burnett now going to back things off. Braden Childress has his ball poked away as he was turning and looking back at Johnston. Travis Johnston, that is. Luckily, the Cougars get the ball back. It is Brothers from 18 feet on the right side. Camden Brothers made something happen after the loose ball. Quickly moving over to the far side. Barr thought the three, 18-foot jump, or it was a jump shot at first, but he passed it inside to dump it off into Tall, and Tall is fouled on the interior by Grayson County. And that's on Brothers, and that's 3 fouls. Oh, no, maybe not. Okay, that's his second. I missed a foul on someone else. Maybe one of those was on Blanton. First free throw by Tall is no good. Tall last season, 69% free throw shooter. Caden Hanshaw will get his first varsity moments, the 8th grader. Will come in for the Cougars. Second free throw by Tall is good. Tigers have been to the free throw line 6 times in this game. They lead 6-4. 4:15 left here in the opening quarter. Childress will break the timeline in between the circles for the Cougars. Handoff pass to Blanton. Blanton at the free throw line. Spins it around, fades it away inside the free throw line. It's way off to the right. Rebounded on the floor by Jackson Lee for the Fighting Tigers of Breckinridge County. Lee quickly moving with the right hand. The floater's good for Jackson Lee. He took it coast to coast. He didn't play last year, but gets the bucket. And it's 8-4, 3 minutes, 48 seconds left here in the first quarter. Be Jack Logston running the point. Gives it off to Blanton. Blanton back now to Childress. Childress pats his head. He's going to set things up. Into the near corner, Blanton drives near baseline, tries to get to the basket. We're going to have a jump ball as Hunter Barr took the ball away from Blanton as he went up. The jump ball is going to give the possession towards Breckinridge County off of the jump ball. 8-4, 3:33 left here in the first quarter. Lane Tall. Quickly double team. Cougars coming out with zone defense. We don't always see this from Grayson. Usually they're typically a man-to-man. As inside the lane, Barr breaks the zone and gets the basket from the left elbow, and it's all Tigers early on, 10-4. 3:14 left here in the first quarter. Straight away, Braden Childress. Tried to get a screen from Horn as they double team him. Kicks it out to Logston, wide open, left wing three, count it! Jack Logston knocks in the open three. Grayson's back to within 3 at 10-7. 2 minutes and 53 seconds left here in the second quarter. Straight away, Mercer Rogers, sophomore. Right side, Burnett. Off to Barr. Barr drives in on Horn, falls down, no whistle. And here comes Hanshaw. He quickly moves. Speeding down the lane, dumps it off to Childress. Childress gets around the defender and lays it in on the right side. Great move by Braden Childress and the feed from Hanshaw. 10-9, Breck on top of Grayson. 2:22 to play in the first quarter. Quickly moving, a wild pass by Rogers goes into the hands of Horn. Rogers got the ball, somehow didn't step on the baseline. They give it off, driving down the lane. The shot was no good by Burnett. Rebounded, an outlet pass down to Logston. Quickly moving for Grayson in the near corner. And Grayson slowly just going to back things off and set it up. As a wild sequence there. 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. It's 10-9. Grayson County trails by 1. Into the near corner, Hanshaw, 3 is an air ball. Rebounded on the floor by Lane Tall. Tall, an outlet to Hunter Barr. Barr drives down the right side on Horn. The shot's no good, and a foul's going to be called on Dylan Horn. For Horn, it's his first, the team's fourth. Hunter Barr goes to the line, 52.5% free throw shooter last season. First free throw for Barr is off the back of the iron. Barr has received offers from both Asbury and Franklin College. Also has been getting recruited by Center College, all three D3 programs. Braden Childress and Dylan Horn come out. Into the game for Grayson County is Landon Haycraft and Hayden Robinson. Second free throw by Barr. Gets the shooter's roll. 11-9. Breck leads Grayson. 1 minute and 35 seconds left here in the first quarter of play. It's been an exciting first half of action. Hayden Robinson crosses it to Haycraft. Haycraft a bounce pass down to the left block to Blanton. Spins around, and an offensive foul is going to be called on River Blanton. Travis Johnston does not like it at all. For Blanton, I have that as only his first, but I think he might be the one in his second. Blanton is hot on the sideline right now. He doesn't agree with the call, and I don't know that I necessarily blame him. That was not a good call. Left wing by Barr, three is no good. Rebounded on the floor by Breck. They dump it off. Left side shot good by Jackson Lee. Assistant coach Brett Johnston had to go down and calm him down on the sideline. 13-9. Grayson County is in foul trouble early on in this game as the fouls is 5-0. And there's the first foul called on Breck. At the top of the key, Jackson Lee, the reach-in foul. It's his first and the team's first. Hanshaw going to run the point for Grayson. You got Hanshaw, Logston, Horn. Horn has it, Robinson, and Haycraft. Haycraft on the right wing, three up, and it is off to the left. No good, rebounded by Breck. 13-9, 40 seconds left here in the first quarter. Mercer Rogers off to the right side, deep three by Lee is good. Jackson Lee knocks in the open three. He's got 7 points. Here's the Travis Johnson going to hold for the final shot. I mean, two of his best players are on the bench with 2 fouls. Hanshaw, it's a handoff to Horn. To the far side, Logston with 20 seconds to play here in the first quarter. 13 seconds. Off the Horn out front now to Logston with 10 seconds. Cougars need a bucket as they trail by 7, and a foul away from the basket's going to be called on Braden Carmen. His first, team's second. Got 8.1 on the clock. Into the game, Jonah Miller for Breckinridge County. He averaged 3.4 points, 2.5 rebounds per game. Hayden Robinson will pass in. Giving it to the backcourt to Logston with 6 seconds. 5 seconds. Logston drives down the right side, spins down the lane, loses the ball, throws it up, and a walk is going to be called with 1.8 on the clock. Tigers will get a chance at maybe a heave. It is Rogers. He gets the shot off, throws it up at the buzzer, and it is way off to the right. 16-9 at the end of 1. Grayson County trails Breck. This is Cougar basketball on the Moose. We're going to make this a 1.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
Grayson County trails 16-9 as we start the second quarter of play. Foul trouble mounting up for Grayson. 2 for River Blanton and 2 for Camden Brothers. 2 starters on the bench with those 2 fouls. And out to start quarter number 2, you have Hanshaw, Haycraft, Horn, Childress, and Logston for Grayson County. It'll be Hanshaw to run the point for the Cougars. They trail by 7 points. Hanshaw down the right lane, speeds it up, dumps it off. Great pass to Haycraft on the left side. He's fouled by Barr. What a pass by Caden Hanshaw to find Haycraft on the left side amongst the trees. Barr picks up his first foul, team's third. To the free throw line is going to be Landon Haycraft. First free throw for Haycraft is good. Haycraft came on late with the Cougar baseball team last year and was given the opportunity, and the man made the most of his opportunity. Hit .324, 9 RBIs, played a little shortstop for the Cougars. Second free throw by Haycraft is good. He knocks both free throws in there, and he's given the opportunity here. He took it with baseball season. Let's see if he takes it here during basketball season as well. 16-11, Cougars trail the Tigers. 7:38 left here in the second quarter. Need Rogers to run the point for the Fighting Tigers. Got a 3 around 2 look. Now they're finally going to run a little offense. Right side Lee. Out front to Rogers. Rogers, jump pass is thrown into the first row. And a nice catch there on the Cougar bench by Zach Bratcher. And Grayson's going to get the basketball back. 16-11, 7:22 left here in the second quarter of action. Braden Childress now will get his turn at running the point. We're going to have a 4-round-1 look with Horn on the inside for the Cougars. Hanshaw, bounce pass out front to Childress. Childress picks up his dribble, looking for help, finds it with Hanshaw. Thought about the deep left wing 3. Tried to find Haycraft in the far corner, and it's knocked out of bounds. Haycraft will pass in from in front of the Breckinridge County student section on the far side of the floor. They leave Haycraft all alone, left wing 3. It's long, rebounded Logston, put back reverse layup, can't get it. Second chance Logston, no good. He tries to get a third chance, loose ball. It's going to be a jump ball, and possession is going to head towards the Tigers. Tigers get the ball into the game. Zach Bratcher for Grayson County. Landon Haycraft will take a seat. 6:56 left here in the second quarter. Breckinridge County leads Grayson County 16-11. Mercer Rogers sets it up here, the sophomore guard. Left wing Lee, interior pass. Horn had it at first, can't save it before it goes out of bounds. The pro, though, is that ball went in one of the more difficult places to pass in on the entire floor, as it is in that corner. I guess the only worst spot would be if it was in front of the Cougar bench in this situation, as it is on the baseline. Can't run the baseline. Burnett's feet have to stand still. Well, now we're going to talk over here a little bit. Officials are talking something. Camden Brothers is going to come into the game for Dylan Horn. I guess he hit the floor a little hard. They're going to make him take a seat. Out front, Rogers on the inbounds pass. Cougars going with his own defense. They leave Barr open from a left wing 3, and Barr makes them pay. Hunter Barr knocks in the open 3. It is 19-11, 6.5 minutes to play in the second quarter. Braden Childress off to the right side, Hanshaw. Hanshaw out front to Childress. Childress dumps it off inside to Brothers, who feeds inside to Bratcher, and it's knocked out of bounds. Hanshaw has it now. Down the left side, kicks it off to Logston. Left wing 3, good! Jack Logston hits in his second 3 of the game. 19-14, 6:06 to play in the second quarter. Out front, Rogers almost had the pocket picked by Childress, diving after the loose ball, and it's going to be a jump ball, and possession is going to head to the Cougars. Really nice defense there by Childress, and then Hanshaw came to clean it up. 19-14, 5:49 to play in the second quarter. 5 minutes and 45 seconds left here in the second quarter. 19-14. Jack Logston on the right side. Into the near corner to Brothers. A three is up, and it is no good. Brothers misses the three on the near side. Comes down Mercer Rogers. Into the middle. Over to far side. Jackson Lee crosses it. Driving down inside. Shot partially might have been blocked by Logston. It's no good. Rebounded by Hanshaw. Hanshaw breaks the timeline. An outlet pass over to the far side. Bratcher gives it off to Logston on the left wing. Logston thought about taking the three with a man in his face. Gives it off to the right side now to Childress. Childress drives down the right lane, dumps it off inside, tried to Brothers, but it's taken away by Poole. In transition, the floater on the right side, a wild out-of-control shot by Lee. And the ball ends up being tapped up in the air, and I think we're going to have a foul called on Logston for Grayson. It's only his first and the team's sixth. Over to the far side, a three is up off the inbounds. It's no good. Rebounded by Rogers on the floor. Rogers spins it around. Shots off to the right side. Rebound inside. Stripped them away up, and a foul is going to be called on Grayson County. And that's on Logston. That's his second. Another player with 2 fouls for Grayson County. 4:41 to play in the second quarter. The shot is good. As that is Barr at the line. Logston takes the seat. Second free throw is good for Barr. He makes them both. Cougars haven't had an answer for Hunter Barr, but it's also tough when they got 3 players on the bench with 2 fouls apiece. It's 21-14, 4.5 to play in the second quarter. Hanshaw drives down the left lane, blocked, but fouled on the drive in. And I think we should have shooting fouls coming as the foul's called on Jackson Lee. That's his second. And Hanshaw will go to the free throw line. It is shooting fouls. Hanshaw is the 8th grader. He's a talented football player. He had 10 points in the Cougar scrimmage against Taylor County, and he makes the first free throw. Second free throw coming here for the 8th grader. Lets it fly, and it's nothing but net. River Blanton has gone back into the game with 2 fouls. It's a risk for Travis Johnson, but it's 21-17, 4:25 left in the second quarter. I think it's a risk he almost has to take. Out front to Hardesty. Kicks it into the near corner to Poole and walks with it, and the ball's going to go back towards Grayson County. So you've got Brothers, Logston, and Blanton all on the bench, all have 2 fouls. I think Travis Johnson's thought process is that he can't have all 3 on the bench at the same time. He needs that offense. So you've got Childress, Horn, Hanshaw, Blanton, and Bratcher on the floor for Grayson County right now. Bounce pass to the left elbow to Horn. Outside to Blanton, inside to Childress on the right block. Childress amongst the trees, outside, deep 3. Zach Bratcher, it's short. Rebounded on the floor by Hardesty for the Tigers. He thought about pushing, slowed down, let the defenders go by, and gives it off to Miller. Onto the far side, bounce pass inside and knocked out of bounds. As coming around, Bratcher was able to knock that off, and Barr almost got his hand on Barr, and they double teamed him in the post. To pass in will be Rogers, from underneath of his own basket. In, shot from 10 feet on the right side, no good. Rebounded by Barr on the interior. Barr goes down with it looking for help. Shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Blanton on the interior for Grayson. Blanton immediately looks to push for Grayson County. Blanton down the near side, up on Barr, spins, shot is no good, left short. Barr gets the rebound and throws down Zach Bratcher after the play, and a foul is going to be called I think Travis Johnston is wondering, that's going to be a foul on Grayson County. Zach Bratcher was flung down by Bratcher after the play, or rather by Barr after the play, and I think Travis Johnston is wanting to know how that's a foul on Bratcher and not a foul on Barr. So Barr will go to the line. Fouls very much adding up for Grayson County in this game. To get the explanation, it'll be Barr. He will shoot one and the bonus. 3 of 4 in this game. Free throw is up, and it is good for Barr. He has one more coming his way. Hunter Barr's second free throw is up, and he makes them both. It is 23-17. Brayton Carmen re-enters for the Fighting Tigers. He had 4 quick points to start this game. It's 23-17, Breck on top of Grayson. 3:30 left here in the second quarter. Childress at the top of the key. Gets a screen from Blanton. Into the near corner to Hanshaw. Hanshaw looked to get it inside to Blanton. Instead will drive in. Tries to cross it. Does to Bratcher. Bratcher out front now to Childress, who has it at the volleyball line. Childress going to back it up in between the circles. Bounce pass to Horn at the left elbow. Horn off to Blanton. Blanton gets a screen from Horn, drives in and loses it, gains it back, and he's going to be fouled by Breckinridge County. I think they'll call this on Barr, and if it is, it's his second. It is. Hunter Barr, that's his second. Team's 5th. To the free throw line will be River Blanton. Blanton last season from the free throw line, 57.2%. First free throw is way off to the left by Blanton. Second chance coming for the senior River Blanton. He's off to the left again. He missed them both, but a foul on the rebound, I think. Is that what it was called on Grayson County? It's called on Dylan Horn. It's his second and the team's 9th, and that'll turn into free throws on the other end for Hunter Barr. He will shoot one in the bonus again. This is Barr's 7th and maybe the 8th trip. This Camden Brothers going to re-enter the game with 2 fouls. So for Grayson County, 4 players with 2 fouls. That's Blanton, Brothers, Horn, and Logston. They're 4 leading scorers. Barr misses the first free throw, rebounded by Blanton for Grayson County. In transition, Childress inside the lane. The shot is up and good. Nothing but net for Childress in transition. 23-19, Breck leads Grayson. 2:50 left. They lit Barr all alone on the right wing. It's an air ball of a 3, rebounded by Hanshaw. He's double teamed on the post. Hanshaw breaks through. He gets around 3 men. Hanshaw coast to coast on the right side, lays it in. Hanshaw goes coast to coast. Timeout on the floor. It's a 2-point game. 23-21, 2:40 to go in the second quarter. We'll take a break. This is Cougar basketball on the move.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Grayson County trails 23-21, 2 minutes and 40 seconds to play in the second quarter, but they get the little burst right there. And I mean, when Travis Johnson is saying that he's got 4 players with 2 fouls and he's down 2 late in the second quarter, I'm sure he'll say, I don't want the foul trouble, but considering that, I'll take it. See one score update to bring you between 2 of the top teams in the third region. Owensboro leads Hancock County 41-36. Those were 2 of the top 5 teams in the third region media poll. Cross court to the right wing, Rogers, 3 up, and it's caught in between the rim and the backboard. And it's going to be a jump ball, and possession's going to stay with Breckinridge County. Now they got to find the player who's tall enough to go grab it, and it's punched out by Carmen. You don't see that all the time. Happens maybe once or twice a year. One just got lodged in between the rim and the backboard. Rogers to pass in. Cougars done a good job on him. He's been held scoreless. Out front to the left wing, and a push from behind is going to be called on Childress, I believe, and if it is, that's a good call. It's a good call for Childress. It's his first, team's 10th. 2 free throws will come for Chase Hardesty. Hardesty last season an 80% free throw shooter. Appeared in 20 games. Not a lot of free throws attempted, though. The sophomore stares down the rim. Lets it fly, and it is short. Jack Logston and River Blainson come in. Hayden Robinson and Zach Bratcher will come out. Travis Johnson's almost going to be doing some offense-defense substitutions here for the remainder of this second half. Trying to get out, making sure none of his 4 players with 2 fouls get the third. Second free throw is good. We have a lane violation called, but it's called on River Blainson, I believe. So it doesn't matter. The free throw is good. They're going to talk it over to make sure that it was on Blainson and not on Breck. No. It was a lane violation called against Breckinridge County. So the free throw is no good. It was very close. It was tough for us to have the angle on, so it's 23-20, 2 minutes and 24 seconds to play in the second quarter. But I like that officiating. One official didn't see it, so he went over, talked to the other, and made it happen. And that's good officiating. Blainton in the middle, crosses it to Hanshaw. Hanshaw drives to your baseline, gets around, Euro step, lays it in. What a move. And the shot is good by Hanshaw, who's got 6 second quarter points. It is a 1-point game with 2:08 to play in the second quarter. Travis Johnston takes a timeout. It will be a full timeout with 2:08 to play. Here in the second quarter, it is 23-22. Lady Cougars lost game 1 tonight, 54-22. We'll try to bring you some other score updates. Owensboro leads Hancock County at the half, 41-36. Now that's, I think Hancock County, if my memory's right, in the third region media poll had, was rated 4th. Owensboro was ranked 1st. But what's ironic is that Owensboro we had 12 voters vote. Owensboro had 11 of the first place votes. The other first place vote went to Hancock County. That's a heck of a first game of the season. Central Hardin girls basketball trails Nelson County 54-40 at the end of the third quarter. And those are some of the scores that we have to bring you. I see here at the end of the first quarter, Edmonson County leads Russellville 13-1. That is a score to bring you. Looks like we might have some book questions here. Apparently, our scoreboard says 23-23. You can see that. They're now going to match the books. The scoreboard here says 23-22. So let's see if I can count this up here. So I had 9. That makes sense. So that's 11, 13, 15, 17, 19. I have 22 as well. So I have 22. Now again, I very well could be wrong, but I have 22. As John Calipari would say, I was wrong once back in 1984, I think is his go-to line. They're talking it over still. Mike McClintock and Brian Hill, assistant coaches, are in there. This is where I wish that we were a little bit closer so the officials could come and let us know what this is all about. Travis Johnston still not happy with whatever explanation has been given. So it's 23-22. In Breckinridge County has it now after the timeouts. On the far side, a three by Tall is up, and it is good. Lane Tall hits the three. It's 26-22, 1 minute and 45 seconds left here in the first half of play. Childress in between the circles, off to the left wing to Hanshaw. Hanshaw's had himself a good first half. Off to Robinson. Robinson into the near corner to Logston. Logston outside to Hanshaw, who thought about the three. Now he will take it straight away. Count it! Hanshaw knocks in the three. How about the opening game for the 8th grader, Caden Hanshaw? He's got 9, and the lead is back to 1, 26-25, 1:18 to play here in the second quarter. Rogers at the top of the key. Swings it over to Tall on the left wing. Tall out front to Rogers. Rogers into the near side, bouncing around. It is Hardesty with the basketball. He's double teamed, looking for help, and finds it with Rogers on the left side. Rogers drives in, floater in for Mercer Rogers. It's his first bucket of the game. With 53 seconds to play in the second quarter, Travis Johnson has wanted him to spread it out. He might hold for the final shot. I think it's one of these things too, unless he just gets a high percentage, that you don't want Breck to get another offensive possession because you don't want your players to get another foul. Childress off to Brothers, drives down the baseline and lays it in. That works as well. Brothers had the opening down the far baseline. He came back into the game and makes the basket inside the lane. Hardesty spins it around, blocked by Brothers inside, out of bounds, staying with Breckinridge County. 23.7 seconds to play in the first half. Lance Poole comes back into the game. Coming out, Chase Hardesty. Looks like Hayden Robinson a little slow on the bench. Zach Bradshaw will go into the game for him.
Into the game for Grayson County, number 12, Zach Bradshaw.
To pass in will be Rogers. It's a 1-point Breck County lead. They pass it in inside. The shot no good by Poole. Rebounded by Brothers for Grayson County. Travis Johnson immediately holds up the slow down sign, and they are going to hold for the final shot. 28-27, 10 seconds left here in the first half. Logston at the top of the key with 7 seconds. Logston drives down, spins, gets it out front to Brothers. Three straight away for the lead. It is good. Gets the roll for Camden Brothers. When they are not going to get a shot off, Grayson County leads at the half by a score of 30-28. Camden Brothers hits the three as time began to expire. We'll take a break. The second half comes up next, as this is Cougar basketball on 103.9 The Moose.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Grayson County trails this one, leads this one at the half, 30-28 after the basket by Camden Brothers. It's been a heck of a ball game here through the first half of play. I think we are in for a treat in half number 2. Coming up on our halftime show, we will run down the scores from around the region, the scoring from this game, and get you ready for half number 2. Again, your score at the half, Grayson County 30, Breckinridge County 28. This is Cougar basketball on the Moose.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how's sketches? Ready? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes, look at that. You even turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you have to get it trending. Right, Backpack Kid?
Let's do it.
First, invite your kid to do the vape talk. Let's try this. All right.
Why is he here?
Yeah, I gotta get it trending, honey.
Come on.
To the left. To the right. Let's go.
Oh, honey, can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
I see a lot of your friends vaping.
Visit talkaboutVaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
Breckinridge County High School, where the Cougars lead 30-28 at the half. Running down some scores from around the region. I see here one college basketball score. If you don't want a spoiler alert of the Kentucky game, come back, turn your radio down for 10 seconds, and then come back, because I'm going to give an update from that. Okay, Kentucky leads 56-37 against Bellarmine. Some other scores to bring you. Edmondson County girls basketball leads Russellville 32-4. That score is at the half. Boys basketball, Russellville leads Butler County 16-15 at the end of the first quarter. Halftime, Owensboro. That game's now early on in the third quarter. Owensboro led Hancock County at the half 41-36. And up here, that's most of the score updates that we have to bring you as of right now. One more comes in, and it is a Lady Topper basketball. And since you know what comes in, we'll give it. It's not a happy one if you're a Lady Topper fan like myself. They're losing to Lipscomb 70-49. And you know what? I've got a couple of extra seconds so I can complain about Lipscomb, because there's a school that bothers me. You might be wondering, Sam, why do they bother you? Because their nickname is the Bisons. That's plural, Bisons. It's like deer. It's just bison. It bugs me. I thought it was a typo on their jerseys when I was down at Western one time, and I was very annoyed when I found out that, nope, they're just the Bisons, which bugs me. There's no such thing as a team called the Deers. Thank you for indulging me on my rant for today. I'm sure you'll have many more as this season goes along. Score at the half, 30-28. Grayson County leads. We'll come back, run down the scoring for the first half of play after this. This is Cougar basketball on the Moose.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Oh, stupid controller froze again.
Spending less money,
I was wondering if you guys wanted me. OMG, it's McGruff!
Yes, I am.
He's not my Uncle McGruff the crime dog. He's a fake!
Oh! I am McGruff the crime dog. He is the fake, and so is that controller you're holding. It's gonna break. Let's take a bite out of crime together.
Who says you're not the fake?
Dude, you're literally missing it.
You are smart, kids. You're smart. Buy smart.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Is Cougar basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Breckinridge County High School, where it is the Cougars on top of the Fighting Tigers 30-28. Right now the scoring from the first half of play. First for the Tigers of Breckinridge County. 10 points for Hunter Barr, 7 for Jackson Lee, 4 each for Lane Tall, Braden Carmen, Mercer Rogers had a pair, and Lance Poole rounded out the scoring with 1. For Grayson County, they were led by a pair. Camden Brothers and Caden Hanshaw both had 9 points. 6 points for Jack Logston, 4 points for Braden Childress, and 2 points for Landon Haycraft. Foul trouble galore for Grayson County especially. 2 fouls apiece for River Blanton, Camden Brothers, Jack Logston, and Dylan Horn. 2 fouls for Jackson Lee and for Hunter Barr for Breckinridge County. Again, your score at the half, 30-28. Grayson County up by a deuce. There's still a lot of basketball left to be played here tonight in Harned. We'll take a break. Second half's next here on Litchfield's Country Station, 103.9 The Moose.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how sketch is me? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes, look at that. You even turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you have to get it trending. Right, Backpack Kid?
Let's do it.
First, invite your kid to do the vape talk. Let's try this. All right.
Why is he here?
Yeah, I gotta get it trending, honey.
Come on.
To the left. To the right. Let's go.
Oh, honey, can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
I see a lot of your friends vaping.
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Breckinridge County High School, where it is 30-28 as we start the third quarter of play. It'll be Grayson County basketball. They'll go with Horn, Longston, Blanton, Brothers, and Childress. It'll be the starting lineup for Grayson County, not the starting lineup for Breckinridge County. They will go with a little bit different look. It's a handoff pass to Brothers. Brothers off to the left wing to Childress. Brothers had 9 points in limited action after picking up 2 quick fouls in the first quarter play, including a huge 3 to give Grayson County the lead as Childress drives down the lane, and a foul is going to be called on Breckinridge County. If it's on Barr, that's going to be his third early on in this third quarter, and it is a huge early foul in this second quarter. Hunter Barr picks up the foul. It is his third, team's first of the second half of play. Jeff LaGrange, the head coach for Breckinridge County, is going to leave his player in. The inbounds pass, not a good one, and it's taken away by Wyatt Burnett. They give it off to Mercer Rogers, who kicks it into the near corner. A 3 in transition is an air ball. Rebound knocked out of bounds off of Burnett for Breckinridge County, and it's going to head towards the Cougs. 30-28. It was 9 points each from Hanshaw and Brothers. Barr leads all scores for Breckinridge County. He has 10 points. And the pass almost taken away by Barr. A right wing 3 is up by Logston, and it rolls in. The shooter's touch for Logston, his third 3 of the game. He also has 9 points now, and Grayson is their largest lead of the game at 33-28. 7 minutes and 15 seconds to play. 3 on the far, or attempted on the far side. It's inside the Barr. Outside Rogers. 3 straight away to answer. It's in for Mercer Rogers. He's got 5. And it's a 2-point game at 33-31. 7 minutes to play in the third quarter. Cougars have beaten the Fighting Tigers 4 straight times. They're looking for their first 5-game winning streak against them since 2007 to 2010. Brothers off the screen. Right wing 3, in and out. Rebounded by Rogers for the Tigers. Rogers in between the circles, crosses it to Tall. Tall bounce pass into Barr. Barr fires it to the near corner to Lee. 3 up, no good. Tall takes the rebound off of Logston's head. Put up for Tall, no good. Rebound bounce off into the hands of Logston. Cougars have numbers. An outlet pass to Childress. Childress feeds it off inside. The basket's good for Braden Childress. He's got 6. Grayson leads 35-31. 6 minutes, 20 seconds left here in the third quarter. Rogers slowing things down to the free throw line to Barr. Barr back to Rogers. Left wing 3. A rainbow 3 is off the back of the iron. Rebounded by Tall. Tall dumps it off inside. Not a good pass. It's bouncing around. Breck got it from his knees. The basket's good by Wyatt Burnett. He took that one from his right knee. Travis Johnston wanted to walk. That was actually a pretty impressive shot there by Wyatt Burnett. 6'4". He made that one for kneeling down. 2-point game. Cougs up by 2. 5:44 left here in the third quarter. Out front to Horn. Horn bounce pass inside to Blanton. Back now to Horn. Horn hands it off to Blanton. They're going to back it off and set up the offense here for Grayson County. 5:30 left in quarter number 3. Blanton over to the far side. Brothers. Out front to Blanton. He just doesn't like what he's seeing. He calls another play now, and he's going to set it up. 5-out look here for Grayson. Blanton running things at the top. Throws it over to the far side to Childress. Childress fires far baseline, gets around to his defender. The basket's good. Braden Childress has 8 points. And the lead is 4 for Grayson. These two teams are putting up some points. Cougars have also scored 60-plus in 4 straight games against the Tigers. Interior pass knocked away by Brothers into the hands of Childress. Cougars have numbers. Childress dumps it off to Blanton. Layup good for River Blanton. In transition, Blanton, his first points of the game for Grayson. And the Cougars are up 6, 39-33. Inside Rogers, free throw line pass down inside to Burnett. Burnett spins it around, the shot's long. Barr takes the rebound off the head of Brothers inside and gets the basket. Barr gets the basket there for Grayson County, or for Breckinridge County. Over inside to Childress, crosses it to Logston. Out front now to Blanton. Logston deep on the right wing for Grayson County. Logston spins down the lane with the right hand. The floater's good from 10 feet. Jack Logston gets the basket. He moves into double figures, quickly moving down inside. The basket is up, and a reverse layup is no good. Rebound outside lane. Tall. The shot is no good. And a foul on the rebound is going to be called on Breckinridge County. It's on Jackson Lee. That is his third. Carmen will re-enter the game. As it is Grayson County 41-35, 3 minutes and 40 seconds to play in the third quarter. Jack Logston at the top of the key. Off to Horn. 5-out look. What? As Logston almost took a deep straightaway 3. Logston guarded by Tall. Backs it off. Finds Brothers. Brothers interior pass to Blanton, knocked away, and a fight for the loose ball is going to be a foul, I think, on Brothers. If it is, that's his third. It is on Brothers. That's his third and the team's first. Caden Hanshaw will come in. Camden Brothers will take a seat. .318 left in the third quarter. Grayson County leads Breckinridge County 41-35. It is Fighting Tiger basketball. Rogers breaks the timeline. Cougars in a 2-3 zone. Right side Rogers. Into the near corner, Tall. 3 up and no good. Rebound on the floor, pulled down, and it pops out into the hands of Hanshaw. Hanshaw down inside, coast to coast. Shot's no good. Rebounded by Logston. Putback's no good. Barr gets the rebound. Barr quickly moving for Breckinridge County, weaving through over to the far side. Gets down inside over Blanton. The shot is good for Hunter Barr. Barr's got 14 points. It's a 4-point game. Brady Childress looks like he's been dealing with a little bit of a knee injury. He has a brace on his leg, and he had to re-wrap it up, so he was late to get back. Off to Blanton, in between the circles for the senior. Pass inside, knocked away. Logston's able to get it back, and he is fouled really by 2 Breckinridge County players. They'll call it on Lane Tall. It's only his first and the team's third. Dylan Horn will pass in for Grayson County. Outside Logston. Inside to Blanton, who spins towards the baseline. The right-handed floater, good by River Blanton. He's got 4 points in the quarter. The lead is 6 for Grayson County, 43-37, and just dribbling the ball out of bounds was Barr down the near side, and he's slow to get up. Hope he's okay. Hayden Robinson comes into the game in place of looks like Dylan Horn. Barr little slow to move. .201 left here in the third quarter. It is 43-37. Looks like there's a little bit of perspiration on the floor. Tell you what, it's never happened in Grayson County because I already know that manager extraordinaire Ryan Keys, he'd have been on top of that in about 15 seconds, if that. He'd have been cleaning that up. Blanton has it to the right elbow to Robinson. Robinson out front to Logston. Logston to the left side to Blanton. Blanton drives, backs it off now on the left side. Blanton he was double teamed, and a foul's going to be called on Carmen. That is his second, team's fourth. Jeff LaGrange didn't like the call. It'll be Childress to pass in from underneath of his own basket. Cougars up by 6. We approach the 92nd mark of the third quarter. Blanton 3 straight away. The bank is not open for Blanton. Rebounded on the floor by the Tigers. Off to the left wing. It is Lee inside the lane. The shot's no good. Rebounded by Blanton for Grayson County. Blanton gets around Lee. Blanton has it poked away into the hands of Rogers. Quickly moving comes Breckinridge County. Rogers inside Euro step, feeds Lee. He wasn't ready for it. Robinson's got it, feeds it to Logston. Length of the court, pass down to Blanton, who lays it up and in. What a pass by Logston, and a timeout on the floor is going to be taken. 45-37, 1:06 to go. We'll take a break. This is Cougar basketball on the Moose.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Grayson County on top, 45-37, 1:06 to play here in the third quarter. It's an 8-point lead. That was a beautiful sequence there as Jack Logston threw it the length of the floor to River Blanton. Usually length of the floor passes is not necessarily what you're wanting to see, but it was a heck of a pass. Out of the timeout here, as that was a full timeout taken by Jeff LaGrange after the Cougars had their largest lead at 8. Breck will pass it in. They can move the baseline if they want to. And it is Devin Spalding who's into the game for the first time today. He does a light pass into Mercer Rogers. Cougars done a really good job on him. He's got 5 points. He's a really nice player for this Breckinridge County basketball team. Got 53 seconds on the clock here in the third quarter. Grayson County up by 8. Out front to Rogers. Rogers off to the right side. Kicks it off the pool on the left side. Crosses it, 3 up, right side, in for Spalding. Comes off the bench, didn't have an appearance last year, but Spalding makes the 3, and it's a 5-point game. And knowing what I know about Travis Johnson, he's holding for the final shot here. He wants this to be at least a 5-point game. 24 seconds and counting to play in the third quarter. Hanshaw has it at the top of the key. Hanshaw gets around the defender, gets to the hole, dumps it off to Haycraft. He wasn't ready for it, off to Logston with 10 seconds. Logston at the left elbow. The shot is no good. Rebounding around. It bounces up Hanshaw. 10-foot floater in the near side. Good for Caden Hanshaw. He makes it with about 3 seconds. Breckinridge County almost got a steal, and Rogers is not going to get a shot off at the end of the half. Hanshaw's got 11, and Grayson County leads 47-40 as we hit the end of the third quarter. As this is Cougar basketball on the Moose.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile.
Grayson County leads 47-40 as we start the fourth quarter here from Breckinridge County High School. Cougars trailed 16-9 at the end of the first quarter. Foul trouble was the story of the first half of play, but played a really good game since that point. Rogers, a deep 3 from the volleyball line was no good, rebounded by River Blanton. And a technical foul has just been called on the Breckinridge County bench. Called on the bench for Breckinridge County. And that's going to be free throws, and Jack Logston's going to go take them. I'll tell you what, I understand complaining with officials. I mean, listen, Grayson County does it. It happens. But when you're down by 7, you can't have that happen because these points are so critical. As the first free throw, good there by Logston. He's got 12 points, does Jack Logston. This is a new career high for the 8th grader. And the second one is good for Jack Logston. 49-40, 7 minutes and 46 seconds left here in the third quarter. You know, here's the thing. Grayson County gets the bucket here, and you're up by double digits. Now, one thing that Grayson County was not good at last year is Hanshaw drives down the lane. He goes up with a shot, and he's fouled. I think they'll call that on Spalding, I believe is going to be the whistle. It's his first. Team 6. Jeff LaGrange was motioning as if he wanted a charge, which I hope he wasn't. I hope I misread what his signal was as Hanshaw makes his first free throw. He's now 3 of 3 in this game. Grayson County last season was and you know what, I'll say it, and I think Travis Johnson would say the same thing, a terrible free throw shooting team. 56%. I mean, they had some games where they couldn't have made a free throw if the basket was the size of the Atlantic Ocean. Hanshaw misses that second free throw off the back of the ocean, or back of the iron, rather. 10-point lead, though, for Grayson, 50-40, 7.5 to play in the fourth quarter. And a reach-in foul away from the basket is going to be called on Hanshaw. It's only his first, team's second here in the second half of play. Camden Brothers comes in. Lane and Haycraft will come out. As far as foul trouble for Grayson, Brothers has 3. Logston, Horn, and Blanton each have 2. Hunter Barr and Jackson Lee each have 3 for Breckinridge County. So neither team in desperate foul trouble after the first half. Both teams were in dire straits for that. Right side, back out front now to Barr. Barr swings it over to the left side, now into the far corner to Lee. Lee throws a pass, almost knocked away, and it's off of Breckinridge County. As Longston did good defense, and he ended up knocking the ball off of Lane Tall. You got to look to. It must have been obvious because there's Breckinridge County fans sitting over there, and none of them even made some semblance of ooh, that was maybe not the greatest call in the world. So it clearly was. Blanton in the near corner at the left elbow. Jump pass to Horn on the far side. Out front to the right wing to Hanshaw. Ball fake out front to Blanton, and Cougars going to slow down. They're going to use the clock to their advantage. Blanton spins down the lane. The shot is up. Flip shot no good, and a blocking foul is going to be called on Barr. That'll be his 4th. Team 7th. Grayson's going to be shooting for free throws for the remainder of this game. And it's going to start with River Blanton going to the line to shoot 2. He's 0 of 2 in this game. Ryan Keyes, manager, is out there to give a towel to the official to wipe the basketball off. Since he's not at home, he doesn't have his mop. At least I don't think he does. Oh. Now he's going to have to get out there and clean it with his towel. Oh, how about the slide there by Ryan Keyes? The Cougar student section loves it. I'm sure his mom is wondering where that cleaning is when he goes home. He looks at other manager Cole Snyder and says, first of the season. First free throw by Blanton is no good. Second attempt coming from River Blanton is good. He gets the shooter's roll. 51-40, Grayson County leads by 11 with 6 minutes and 38 seconds to play in the 4th quarter. Barr spins from the right elbow. Shot's good for Hunter Barr. It's the first basket of this 4th quarter for Breckinridge County. Hunter Barr's got 16 points. He's a really good player. You can see why he's been offered by multiple D3 programs. Logston, handoff pass to Childress. Childress being chased backwards by Rogers. Off to the left wing, Logston steps into the 3. You can count it. Jack Logston puts in the 3. Grayson leads 54-42. 6 minutes to go. Out front, Rogers. He'll step into the 3 to answer. It's off the back of the iron. Barr gets the rebound over top of Horn, and a foul is going to be called on the floor. I think they're going to call this on Horn. It is on Horn. It's his 3rd. Team's 3rd. They give Barr a shooting foul. Barr is 5 of 7 from the free throw line in this ball game. Can make that 6 of 8. Makes the first free throw for the senior center, Hunter Barr. Second free throw comes. It's no good, but a lane violation is called on Devin Spalding for Breckinridge County, so it didn't matter anyways that the shot was going to be no good. It was no good anyways. 54-43, 5:50 to go in the 4th quarter. Feel pretty good here. If Grayson can get a bucket here, you probably feel pretty good about your chances in this game. High, almost to us here, but Braden Childress jumps up to grab it. In the near corner, Blanton crosses to Logston. Heat check, right wing 3 is short. Rebounded by Barr. Barr an outlet to Rogers. Rogers up the near side, guarded by Blanton. Gets a screen. Rogers on the left side, off to Barr from 18 feet. Barr down the right side. Shot is up. No, the shot is good, but a foul on the floor is going to be called on Grayson before the shot. It's called on Logston. It's his 3rd, team's 4th. 5:27 to go. Into Rogers. Rogers blocked from behind by Logston, but he was fouled beforehand by Childress, I believe. It is on Childress. That is his 2nd, team's 5th. Rogers will go to the line. 62% shooter a year ago. First free throw is no good for Mercer Rogers. Colton Miller re-enters for Breckinridge County. Taking a seat will be Wyatt Burnett. Second one goes up, and it is good. 54-44, 5 minutes and 25 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Logston on the far side. Breaks the timeline with a bounce pass to Brothers. Right wing three, steps into it, and it's an air ball. Rebound long by Logston in the far corner. Logston fires it off. Left wing three, Childress off the back of the iron. Rebound Barr, it's stripped on the way up, and we're going to have a jump ball. And it is going to keep the basketball with Grayson County. Barr and Blanton were going at it. River Blanton must not be the only person in the building getting a nosebleed as he's got something shoved up his nose. Ryan Key's going to go right back out there, the manager, to clean up the floor after some perspiration after Barr and Blanton hit the deck. It's going to stay Grayson County basketball. Lane Tall will re-enter for Breckinridge County in place of Devin Spaulding. For Grayson County on the floor, you've got Logston, Horn, Blanton, Childress, and Brothers. This was the starting lineup. It's a 10-point game, 5:06 to go. Logston throws it out front to Blanton. Blanton guarded by Barr. Cougars will be back in action on Thursday as they'll host Bullitt Central at the Cougar Den. Down the right side, Blanton flips a shot up. It's no good. He might have been fouled. Dylan Horn is hurt behind the play. Breckinridge County is playing advantage 5-on-4. Down to the near side, Rogers, three is up. It is no good, and rebounded by Brothers. We're going to have an injury, and Dylan Horn is hurt after the play, and that is not what Grayson County wants to see at all. He's down on all fours. Not putting any weight on his right leg at all. Horn is the senior. He's going to be helped off the floor right now by Logston and assistant coach Mike McClintock. Grayson County's typical trainer, Scott Bauman, is not here tonight. At least I didn't see Scott. Usually he's just at home games. I think they're looking to see if there's a trainer here for Breckinridge County. I think their trainer is Dr. Bryce Meredith. Give it in to Jack Logston, who spins around. Logston breaks the timeline. He's quickly double teamed through the legs, and it's taken away by Barr. Fast break opportunity. Barr slams it home for Hunter Barr. And it's an 8-point game, 54-46. I think this might be a good time to take a timeout if I'm Travis Johnson. Right side, Childress dumps it off to Blanton. Down the left side, layup good. River Blanton says, shut up, Sam Gormley. And here comes the timeout taken by Grayson County. I believe it's 56-46. 4:18 to go. Cougars are up by 10. Timeout on the floor taken by Travis Johnston. We'll take it with him. This is Cougar basketball on the Moose.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile.
Grayson County leads 56-46, 4:18 to go here in this game. Been a great game here from Breckinridge County High School. See a score here. Hancock trails Owensboro 72-65, just under a minute to go. In fact, actually it's 74-69, about 30 seconds to go. Owensboro on top of Hancock County, two of the top 4 teams in the region. It's a 10-point game here. Grayson County was rated 10th in the 3rd region media poll. Breckinridge County was unranked. Into the near corner, Barr. He drives the near baseline on Blanton, dumps it off inside the lane, finds Toll on the right side. The basket's good. Nice feed. Lane Toll's got 6 points. It's an 8-point game. Jack Logston in the backcourt finds it into the middle to Blanton, who has his pocket picked, taken away by Jackson Lee. Lee down the right side. The basket's good for Lee. And just like that, it's a 6-point game. They pass it into Braden Childress. As the zone pressure speeding up the Cougars. Hanshaw breaks the timeline in between the circles. Back now to Blanton. 3.5 minutes to go. It's 56-50. A quick 4-0 run out of the timeout for Breckinridge County. Logston in between the circles. It's a 5-out look for Grayson. Now running some motion. Logston spins down the lane, gives it off to Childress. Childress pull, nope, thought about it, gives it back now to Logston. 3, left wing, in and out. Rebounded by Barr. An outlet pass to Tall. Breckinridge County has a chance to make this a one-possession game with a 3. A wild pass out front to Rogers. Rogers kicks it off to Lee. 3 near corner to make it a one-possession game. It's no good. Barr gets the rebound inside, puts it up. Inside the lane, the shot's way off to the right. Rebounded by Rogers. Rogers put back off. Is no good. Rebounded on the floor by Grayson County. An outlet pass over to the far side to Logston. And I think I heard a whistle blown. I think we're going to have a foul called on Mercer Rogers for Breckinridge County. That's his first, team's 8th, and I think Caden Hanshaw is going to go to the free throw line. He will shoot 1 in the bonus with 2:57 to go. Hanshaw will shoot 1 in the bonus. He is 3 of 4 from the free throw line on this game. The 8th grader to the line. Biggest free throws of his young career, and he makes the first. Second free throw by Hanshaw, the 8th grader with ice in his veins. Makes them both. 58-50, 2:53 to go. Rogers in the lane, poked away, knocked away by Hanshaw. It's out of bounds. We haven't seen an official signal on who it is, or is there a foul called? A foul is called on Hanshaw. His second, team 6. So the next foul will be free throws for both teams. To pass in for Breckinridge County. They throw it off. 3, left wing, short. Rebounded on the floor, into the hands of Logston for Grayson County. Logston almost lost his balance. So what they have to keep in mind is Cougars have 3 timeouts. Those can be used to their advantage. Right side, Hanshaw. The time is a-ticking in favor of the orange and blue. Hanshaw down the lane, blocked from behind by Tall. Tall, an outlet pass to Barr. Barr dumps it off to the left side to Lee. Reverse layup, no good, but a foul is going to be called, and Lee will go to the line. We'll see who this foul's whistled on for Grayson. It's called on Camden Brothers. That is his 4th, team 7th. Jackson Lee to the line. First free throw trip of this game. He will shoot 2. He's got 9 points in this contest. 2:22 to go. Grayson leads 58-50. This is not what you want if you're Grayson County, because first free throw is no good. Rattles out by Jackson Lee. You don't want Breckinridge County to have the opportunity to score with no time coming off the clock. Second free throw coming for Jackson Lee is good. Lee makes the second, 58-51. 2 minutes and 22 seconds to play in the 4th quarter. Travis Johnson trying to cross that illustrious 60-point mark. And in his tenure as the Cougar head coach, Grayson County has been really, really good. If they get to that mark, we'll bring you that stat. Childress, double team to the backcourt, crosses it to Brothers on the far side. Brothers pulls up 18 feet right side. It's short. It's down inside. Put back inside by Blanton. He puts it in. River Blanton's got the basket on the interior. It's 60-51. That 60-point mark has been crossed. Inside the lane on the other end, Logston fouls Carmen. For Logston, that is his 4th, team's 8th. Carmen to the line to shoot 2. He was a 36.4% free throw shooter a year ago. He will have 2 coming. And it is no good off the back of the iron. Travis Johnston, though, in the Travis Johnston era, when the Cougars score 60 points, they are 30-2. The only 2 losses have come in overtime. McLean County and Owensboro. So in regulation, in the words of LeVar Ball, Travis Johnston never lost. Second free throw was no good by Carmen as well. In transition, Brothers is fouled by Breckinridge County. Camden Brothers is going to go to the free throw line. 1:50 to go. Cougars up by 9. Foul whistled on Carmen. That is his 3rd, team's 9th. You have 2 free throws coming for the senior Camden Brothers. He's got 9 points. He'll try to move in double figures for the first time in his career. First free throw, short for Brothers. Brothers stares down the rim. He moves to let another one fly. It's up. And it's good. Brothers makes the second free throw. He's got 10 points. 61-51. Tigers got to hurry with 1:45 to go. In the near corner. Lee. Inside, stolen by Blanton. Blanton down the near side. Cougars have numbers. Bounce pass inside, taken away by Barr. Barr was the one man in the passing lane, and he's the man that came up with it. Rogers in transition down the left side, and a blocking foul's called on Brothers, and he will foul out of the game. Camden Brothers will foul out with 10 points. That turns in to be the 22nd timeout. As per usual, Travis Johnston in no hurry to give a substitution. Brothers fouls out with 5. Assistant coach Daryl Meredith is talking with point guard Braden Childress. I think Braden's played a really nice game here today. And in will be Landon Haycraft. Sure, it's one of these things here too. If you're Travis Johnston, you look down that bench and you say, okay, who's going to make their free throws? You? Okay, you're going in the game, because that's what you need. And Landon Haycraft is 2 of 2 in this game from the free throw line. Now put you in the game late in games. Mercer Rogers to the line. He makes the first free throw. That makes it 61-52. 89 seconds left in the game. Second free throw gets the shooter's roll, does Mercer. 8-point game, 61-53, 1:59 to go. A foul away from the ball is called on Breckinridge County. And Hanshaw is going to go to the line after being fouled by Colton Miller. That's only his first. But 2 free throws will come for Caden Hanshaw. Hanshaw, in his debut, has 14 points. And I wish I had a stat to see where 14 points ranks in your first varsity game. I thought 10 points from Bree Jones was really impressive as he makes the first free throw to make it 15. Hanshaw has outlived that. Cougars gonna back off the inbounds. Second free throw, no good. Hanshaw misses that. Tigers need to hurry. They're down by 9. Tall drives down the right lane, gets the shot up and good off the glass. Lane Tall gets the basket in. We have a timeout on the floor taken by Breckinridge County. It's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we will keep it here. Let's see if we have a final score from that Owensboro-Hancock County game. As I scroll through here, looks like Owensboro did end up winning that basketball game. See, kind of a surprising score. North Oldham destroys Central Hardin tonight, 97-63. Central Hardin, potentially the best team in the 5th region. North Oldham won the region last year, and if my memory's right, I could be completely making this up, and it would be like me to make something up. I think North Oldham beat Muhlenberg County in the state tournament last year. 62-55. It's a 7-point game. Grayson County has the basketball. 1:20 to go. It'll be Braden Childress to pass in for the Cougars. Gives it into Caden Hanshaw, who's fouled, and he'll immediately go back to the line. Colton Miller picks up the foul. It's his second. Again, Cougars are in the double bonus the remainder of this game. Here's the thing with Grayson. They make their free throws, they pretty much can't lose this game. You're up by 7, 1:18 to go. You can't lose if you make your free throws. And if you do, then you tip your cap because Breckinridge County has pulled off a miracle. First free throw no good by Hanshaw. You just can't let these go short. Second, good. 63-55, 1:15 to go, and they throw it away! It's saved in bounds at first by Breck, but they can't get it. Grayson's going to get the basketball back. Miscommunication as they tried to find Brayton Carmen. He wasn't ready for it and threw it away. 1:11 left here in the fourth quarter, 63-55. Into Hanshaw. Hanshaw up the far baseline, and he's bumped, no whistle. They give it to Haycraft. Haycraft back to Hanshaw. Hanshaw into the middle to Logston. Logston is fouled by Rogers. He didn't necessarily agree with it, but I think he definitely did. For Rogers, that's his second. To the line will be Jack Logston. Logston's got 16 points. He'll try to add to it here with shooting 2. Cougars appear to be on their way. It's the first free throw good by Logston, opening up the year 1-0. They'll look to make it 2-0 against the talented Bullitt Central team on Thursday night at the Cougar Den, and then they'll go to Campbellsville on Saturday for a matchup against the Eagles, 6 o'clock showdown. We will not have coverage of that game, but we will on Thursday. Stolen by Hanshaw. Hanshaw, coast to coast, layup good for Caden Hanshaw, and you can all but put a bow on this one. Cougars are going to pick up the win, 67-55 is the score, 45 seconds to go. Hunter Barr inside the lane, spins towards the middle. A shot is good for Barr. Timeout, Breckinridge County. It's a 10-point game, 39.6 seconds to go. And I believe it'll be a full timeout. If it is, we'll take a break. We're waiting for the official to give us the full signal. It is, we'll take a break. 67-57, 39.6 to go. This is Cougar basketball on the Moose.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how sketch is me? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes, look at that. You even turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you have to get it trending. Right, Backpack Kid?
Let's do it.
First, invite your kid to do the vape talk. Let's try this. All right.
Why is he here?
Yeah, I gotta get it trending, honey.
Come on.
To the left. To the right. Let's go.
Oh, honey, can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
I see a lot of your friends vaping.
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Inbounds pass was knocked out by Barr. It's going to stay Grayson County basketball. They lead 67-57, 39.6 seconds on the clock here in quarter number 4. Into Blanton. Blanton on the far side is fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. Foul going to be called on Jackson Lee. That should be his 4th.
The foul is on number 3, Jackson Lee. That is his 4th. River Blanton will go to the line to shoot 2.
Blanton will shoot 2. It's 67-57. And misses the first one. It's one of those things that the Cougars just got to make your free throws. There's just no other way to put it. Second free throw missed as well by Blanton. This gives them the ever so slight of a window. 30 seconds to go. Inside the lane to Rogers. Layup no good. Tipped up and in by Lee. Lee gets the basket, 67-59. Childress gets it into Logston, and Logston is fouled by Jonah Miller. That is his first. Two free throws will come for Jack Logston. First free throw, good by Logston. 68 points. With a basket, Cougars would score their most points in a couple of years here. And he does not get the roll. Misses the free throw, 68-59. Pass knocked away, stolen away by Hanshaw. Hanshaw up the far side needs to find help, and he's fouled by Miller. 13.6 to go, and the Cougs are going to pick up the win here, and Hanshaw will go to the line to ice it away. A lot of free throws in this game. First free throw by Hanshaw is good. 69-59 is the score, 13.6 seconds to go. Hanshaw will try to cross the 70-point mark for Grayson County for the first time. And there it is. We have, I think, some substitutions in here. Be the first time Cougars have scored 70 points since February the 25th, 2020 in a win against Edmonson County. Three right side by Rogers is in. Mercer Rogers hits the three, 70-62. Cougars obviously in no hurry, and Barr just throws the ball, and they're going to stop the clock and official timeout. And Barr picked the ball up and threw it at Braden Childress to pass it in. The clock continues to run. Cougars really don't have to be in any hurry. It's an 8-point game. Childress bounces it into Logston, and Logston is smacked by Barr from behind. With 1 second to go, it's an 8-point game. And Logston will go back to the free throw line to shoot two. One second on the clock. Cougars are going to pick up the win tonight. First free throw good by Jack Logston. That's 20 points now for the 8th grader Jack Logston. They'll try to make it 21. It is good. Jack Logston makes the free throw, 72-62. Breck throws it in. A three at the buzzer is no good. Grayson County wins tonight by the final score of 72-62. We'll come back, jump into the 5th quarter show after this. This is Cougar basketball on the Moose.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out. They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans?
From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service.
Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
Remember.
Honor. Teach.
Your $15 sponsorship goes to placing a wreath on the headstone of an American hero. For more information, please visit wreath.
Oh, stupid controller froze again.
Spending less money,
I was wondering if you guys wanted me. OMG, it's McGruff!
Yes, I am.
He's not my Uncle McGruff the crime dog. He's a fake.
Oh! I am McGruff the crime dog. He is the fake, and so is that controller you're holding. It's gonna break. Let's take a bite out of crime together.
Who says you're not the fake?
Dude, you're literally missing it.
You are smart, kids. You're smart. Buy smart.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Oh boy. What? We better get out of here. That clown is about to hit a water line.
He didn't contact 811 to mark the underground utilities.
Nope.
You saw that coming. Too bad he didn't.
Know what's below. 811 before you did.
With a My Social Security account, you can request a replacement Social Security card, estimate your benefits, and more. Save time. Go online. Open a My Social Security account at ssa.gov/myaccount.
Produced at U.S. taxpayer.
Back here to Breckinridge County High School, where the Grayson County Cougars have picked up a win in Game 2 of our doubleheader by a final score of 72-62. What a ball game that was. I'm still counting up scores, but how about your 8th graders today combined for 41 points? I'll tell you what, I think if I told Travis Johnson, hey, you'll get 41 from Longston and Hanshaw, he'll say, I'll take it. Where do I sign up? That's exactly what he got there today. Blanton adds 11, Brothers adds 10, Childress adds 8. Now, the one question is Dylan Horn, he didn't score, played well, did leave the game with an injury. So hopefully he is okay, because that is not an injury that Grayson County needs in the long term, as well as one of their big guys on the interior. Again, the final score today, 72-62. Grayson County picks up the win. Coming up on our 5th quarter show, we'll get a chance to talk to the head coach of the Cougars, Travis Johnston. We'll run down some scores from around the region, and we will run down the scoring from this game. Again, your final score tonight, Grayson County 72, Breckinridge County 62. Cougar basketball on the Moose.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how sketch is me? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes, look at that. You even turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you have to get it trending. Right, Backpack Kid?
Let's do it.
First, invite your kid to do the vape talk. Let's try this. All right.
Why is he here?
Yeah, I gotta get it trending, honey.
Come on.
To the left. To the right. Let's go.
Oh, honey, can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
I see a lot of your friends vaping.
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, or to Breckinridge County High School, rather. It's been a long night already. Cougars pick up a win, 72-62. Joined now by the head coach of the Cougars, Travis Johnston, and Coach. If I'd have told you you'd get 41 from your 8th graders, I mean, doesn't get much better than that, does it?
No, obviously our future's bright, but they can play now. And then we got one that's hurt with a broken foot still, who was starting for us this summer and is probably our best shooter on our team. So, like I said, obviously the future is bright, but the best thing about it is they're not waiting. They can contribute now. And they were those two, Caden and Jack, were some dogs on the floor today.
I know Jack, I mean, he's an 8th grader, but I guess theoretically you could almost call him a sophomore because he has the 1 year of varsity. Caden, though, I mean, yes, he's played summer, he's played scrimmages, but, I mean, if we're being honest, those don't mean anything.
Yeah.
You know that. I know that. They know that. You could, if you showed that film to a coach, they would not be able to tell either one of those kids were 8th graders.
Yeah, and Caden's obviously physically ready. Well, Jack is too. He's 6'5", so but the best thing about Caden is he's better in a game like that where they're getting up on you, pressuring, because we're very hard to press when we have a lineup with Caden and Braden in at the same time, and then you add Jack, and Jack runs the point guard for us, and then he's our 3rd best ball handler there. And then you got River, who's a point forward, and Dylan's our best passer, and Camden in the corner to shoot. I really like our press lineup because especially Braden and Caden, they can just go around people.
Your defense tonight, I thought you had some good moments.
Yeah.
I mean, you gave up 62, and I was counting the free throws.
Yeah.
What, 18 of those were probably from the free throw line, give or take, off the top of my head. So, I mean, you take that out, and you're in that 40-point range.
Yeah.
What'd you think about the defense?
Well, I told them in the locker room, the last couple minutes was it's kind of like prevent in football, where you get up and you're trying to keep everything in front of you, no home run plays. We were trying not to foul to where they had to use their timeouts, and we wouldn't stop the clock through fouls, and they would have to use them so they'd run out. But the thing with that is guys get a little less aggressive when we do that. And I would be willing to bet there in the last 3 minutes they probably scored. I know they had 4 free throws and then 2 threes, especially that last 3. So I thought our defense was pretty good. And heck, if anybody noticed, we played zone most of the game. And
I did notice that. I didn't know if that was your way of saying that you needed help or something, because I don't know. I don't know how many games I've seen you play zone.
Obviously, we kind of had to go to it because of foul trouble early. But we liked what it gave us. Barr wasn't necessarily posting. It kept Rogers out on the top to where he couldn't penetrate. Obviously, we need to get a little bit better at the zone, but I thought it was really good, and it was a game saver for us.
The foul trouble in the first half of play, your 4 guys all with 2 fouls, and 2 of them had it early. The fact that you sent them both – I think you sent all 4 of them that got the 2 fouls into the game at some point, weaving in and out. None of them got the foul. And really, I know Camden fouled out at the end, but foul trouble was never an issue again in the game. That has to make you feel good because that's just smart basketball.
Yeah, it is. And you know, we put River – I think River got about 4 minutes in the second quarter maybe, something like that. We had – Jack went back in there. Camden, he's a little bit – he can make up for if he's not as aggressive with his length. Same thing with Jack. So it's kind of easier to put those 2 in there to where, Dylan and River are going to be bangers and go after you. So we obviously had to have a little bit of size. But I tell you what, I told the guys after the game I'd have been happy with a 5-point deficit at halftime, the way things were going. And we had a 2-point lead. And it was because of those other guys. And I know they didn't get in much in the second half, but Zach gave us great minutes. Hayden gave us great minutes off the bench. Obviously, Caden was fantastic. Landon was great. So those guys that came in, and I made a point to tell them that is, you may not have got in much the second half, but you were the reason we were still in the game and didn't get a big didn't get down in a big hole when our top guys were in foul trouble.
Coming up on Thursday, you get the home opener against Bullitt Central. I know very little about them. I know that one of their best players last year is now playing at center.
Yes.
So I know that from other aspects. But other than that, I don't really know a lot about them. Obviously, anytime you get a 6th region, I think, 6.
Yeah.
Especially those Bullitt County schools. Yeah. I mean, it's physical. Honestly, Breck in a similar, probably a similar physicality to that. What do you want to see from your team moving into the home opener to try and open up 2-0?
Well, we got to do a better job at home. It seems like we come out flat a lot when we're at home, and I'm not sure why. It should be the opposite. We should be ready to go at home. So we're trying to flip the script with that, just because, like I said, we just haven't been very good at home. Now we play good teams, but I really like this team, and I like their togetherness, and I like their focus. That was the most focused group before a game that I've had probably in all my years. We just have to stay together because there's a possibility Dylan's down. So it's going to have to be next guy up, and everybody's going to have to play just a little bit bigger of a role. It can't be just, hey, Caden, you need to score 20 points again. It's going to have to be, hey, you guys step in here, just kind of like we did in the second quarter tonight.
Coach, we'll see you on Thursday.
Thanks, Sam.
That's head coach Travis Johnson. The Cougars pick up the win tonight by 10. We'll come back, wrap it up after this. It's Cougar basketball on the Moose.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Hi, can I help you?
I just wanted to say thank you. Bye.
Can I help you?
Yeah, just wanted to say thanks.
For what?
For all the money that's been flying out of your drafty windows and doors this winter. It's just so generous of you. So, we wanted to say thanks.
We?
Yeah, the whole neighborhood's here.
Stop throwing your money out the window. Visit us at Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
We know windows and doors.
The builder's choice.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here. At Midway Pharmacy.
On K105.
Cougars pick up the win tonight by the final score of 72-62 against Breckinridge County. Try to see if we can't find a score update or two to bring you. Henderson County at the end of the third quarter leads Bowling Green 46-40. Warren Central beats Barron County 88-43. Edmondson County and girls beat Russellville 49-30. And girls basketball at the half, Greenwood leads McLean County 37-12. Butler leads Russellville 50-42. That score is at the end of the third quarter. We'll come back, wrap it up after this. Cougs win. This is Cougar basketball on the Moose.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Grayson County picks up the win tonight by the final score of 72-62. Running down the scoring from the first half of play for Breckinridge County, Hunter Barr had 21 points, 12 for Jackson Lee, 11 for Mercer Rogers. For Grayson County, it was 20 from Caden Hanshaw, 21 from Jack Logston, 11 from River Blanton, 10 from Camden Brothers, 2 for Landon Haycraft, and 8 from Braden Childress. Grayson County picks up the 72-62 win. Coming up, our coverage later on this week is on Thursday. We'll be at home as the Cougar basketball team will take on Bullitt Central at 7 o'clock. We'll have that coverage over on K105. On Friday, we'll travel to Bullitt Central as the Lady Cougars will take on Bullitt Central. That game will also start at 7 o'clock Central Time. And then on Saturday, we will be with the Lady Cougars as they host University Heights Academy. The Blazers will come to the Cougar Den. That game will start Saturday at 3 o'clock. The Cougar boys will be traveling to Campbellsville. We will not be with them because, frankly, we can't drive to Campbellsville and set up in less than an hour. We're not quite, we don't quite have a high-speed jet. If someone has a high-speed jet that they want to lend us, we can make it happen. But I don't know that we can fly out of the Grayson County Airport with a high-speed jet. That'll wrap up our coverage tonight. Lady Cougars fell in Game 1, 55-22. Game 2 was a 72-62 win for the Cougar boys. Want to thank the K105 Digital Productions crew for their hard work. It's a full house here today and continuing to train. Chase, Jaden, Tierra, and Alex, thanks to them. So for them, on a night where Grayson County splits the doubleheader but wins Game 2, 72-62, Sam Gormley saying, so long.